losing is a great thing, but failing is more of a personal decision, I think. If you quit, then it is what it is. You have to accept it. And sometimes you do have to quit things. Sometimes you have to take a step backwards to take 3 steps forward. That's reality. You should never hang on to things in that kind of negative way. However, I look at more at the lessons, like we always see that meme. I think I fucking started it. There is no, or what is it? I don't lose, I only win or I learn. I think I posted that in like 2012. And now it's like, don't fucking forget it. Let's be real here. Oh, am I? All right, cool. Yeah. I'll take it. All right. Well, dude, the thing is that I look at it that way for real. Like it's a learning process. I'm willing to accept losses. I'm not willing to accept failure. I see the two things differently. Sometimes you're going to lose. Like if you're a fighter, you're going to fucking lose some fights. What'd you learn? How do you know how do I not get myself in that position again? How do I anticipate that? And, as long as you're able to do that, losing is a great thing. But failing is more of a personal decision, I think. And then look at, instead of saying, a failure, say it, all right, dude, I had an L. What did I learn from that? What was the lesson? When you see L, you should think lesson. What was the lesson? And that lesson contributes to a new tool or a new thought or a new concept that will help you get past that point the next time. It's sort of like playing video games, like when we're kids, when we get to that part where it's like, we can't get past it. We know that, all right, dude, the dragon bit my head off. All right, how do I not get my head bit off this time, right? Yeah. And, you do the duck move or whatever, right? And then eventually you figure it out and you get past it. And that's so how it goes. Well, what you're actually saying right now is that losing is much more valuable than winning. No, it doesn't. It doesn't never feels as good. You can learn to understand the value that you can accumulate from your losses. You understand, getting the medal or getting the trophy or getting this or that. That's cool, right? But it's not as valuable as it is to have a loss. For sure, me too. Like, you know how I am, dude. I'm a fiery human. Yeah, it's a huge advantage. Most people can't deal in those scenarios, And so when you are out there, and I'm talking to you guys listening, when you guys are out there and you're feeling frustrated and angry and you're feeling hurt and you're like, dude, this is just not fair, whatever you're telling yourself, realize that, this is an opportunity to take inventory of a new skill or a new tool, right? Okay. How would I have avoided this scenario? How could I have not taken this loss? How could I have not lost that business deal? Or how could I have not, whatever it is. Yeah. And that, the importance of how you're saying that is that, that is definitely not the narrative of what's going on in the world. The narrative is not, it's your fucking fault. And guess what, guys? No matter what you hear right now, it is your fault. That's the truth. So you can argue about it, you can pout, you can cry, you can fucking throw a tantrum, you can scream for as long as you want to scream. All you're doing is putting more time between you and where you want to be. And that's what you have to remember, because at the end of the day, no one gives a fuck. You know what I've observed with this? I've observed that the people who have overcome real hardship don't do that. Yeah. And people who, it's become a marketing ploy on Instagram. And I see it everywhere. And I would encourage you guys to think about, am I posting this because I want attention, or am I posting this because it helps somebody? Because dude, there's a big difference between vulnerability and like fake ass, you know what I mean? I'm not discounting anybody's struggle, but I'm going to tell you, dude, I've interviewed people who, they don't have arms and legs. And like, they don't make any excuses for anything. I've interviewed people who have lost hundreds of, and I know these people intimately, hundreds of millions of dollars. And they said, okay, well, this is where we at. We're not going to do that shit again.